Hey, what's up guys? So it's time to do speed test comparison between the Redmi Note 9 Pro and the Redmi Note 9s, as both of them have got Snapdragon 720G chipset and 6 gigs of RAM, but the Redmi Note 9s is cheaper than the Redmi Note 9 Pro, and both of them have got quad camera setup, but the Redmi Note 9 Pro camera is better than the Redmi Note 9s. So in this video we are going to see the gaming performance of the Redmi Note 9s up against the Redmi Note 9 Pro to see is there any difference between both of these smartphones. So without any further ado, let's get into it. And as always, the first test will be a boot up test between both of the smartphones, and 3, 2, 1. Now let's see which one of the smartphone is going to be the winner of the first boot up test, as the specification of both of them is also the same. So let's see. Well, you can see the boot up test won by the Redmi Note 9s. A cheaper one have got the first boot up test, and followed by the Redmi Note 9 Pro. As you can see, on the right side I have the Redmi Note 9s, and on the left side I have Redmi Note 9 Pro. So guys, as always, I have installed the same applications on both of the smartphones just for a speed test. But before going into that, let me show you everything is completely turned off, and both of them are connected to the same Wi-Fi connection, as you can see. So starting from some light applications, and the first one is going to be phone dialer. Well, you can see it was slightly faster animation there on the Redmi Note 9s. Messages, and it was exactly at the same time. Camera, once again exactly the same time, no difference at all. Now let's try these third-party applications to find out the real difference between the Redmi Note 9s and the Redmi Note 9 Pro, and both are at the loading phase, and you can see both are still taking some time. Well, you can see the first gaming application test run by the Redmi Note 9s and followed by the Redmi Note 9 Pro. Now let's see what's going to happen next. And well, you can see it was exactly the same time, I would say KineMaster, and you can see it was faster there on the Redmi Note 9 Pro. Winout, again exactly at the same time, as both of them have got the same chipset and same gigs of RAM. So because of that, the gaming performance of both of the smartphone is also the same. As you can see, it was exactly at the same time on both of them, and both are in the loading phase. Well, you can see it was exactly at the same time on both of them. Subway Surfers, and you can see it was faster there on the Redmi Note 9s. Zedge, and again exactly at the same time on both of them. Zigzag, as the difference was very minimal between both of them, and you can see it was slightly faster there on the Redmi Note 9s. Now this is the last application and the most heavy application of this speed test, and the PUBG mobile game also gonna help us to find out the faster one between the Redmi Note 8 Pro and the Redmi Note 9s. So let's see. Well, you can see the PUBG mobile game test run by the Redmi Note 9 Pro and followed by the Redmi Note 9s, and the Redmi Note 9 Pro was a bit faster there with this application. Now let's try some internet based applications on both of the smartphones, and let's go to the YouTube. Well, you can see it was exactly at the same time. Play Store, about the same on both of them. Gallery, and you can see it was again exactly at the same time. Now the last one is going to be RAM management between both of the smartphones, and let's see. Subway Surfers, well, you can see both are still there. PUBG Mobile, and still there. Color Switch, and both are still there, as you can see. Smash It, and still there on both of them. So guys, it was a speed test comparison between the Redmi Note 9 Pro and the Redmi Note 9s, and as you guys saw here, the gaming performance of both of the smartphones is exactly the same, because both of them have got Snapdragon 720G chipset and 6 gigs of RAM. So if you guys are thinking to buy any of them especially for gaming purpose, then I will recommend you to go for the Redmi Note 9s, because it is cheaper than the Redmi Note 9 Pro. But if you are also looking for a good camera, then you should definitely go for the Redmi Note 9 Pro, because it have got 64 megapixel main camera, and it is also expensive than the Redmi Note 9s. So guys, I would like to know your thoughts about both of the smartphones, and Make sure to subscribe our channel for daily tech videos. Thank you for watching our videos and keep supporting us.